Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 against the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 from, like a minute ago. This device was released 4 years ago, which is the Note 8 right here. So, as you can see, this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, and it was released about 4 years ago in August 2017. But honestly, I think this device has a lot more life in it, even though it's like not really getting supported that much. But then we have on the right here, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, which is going to be still really solid, and it just got updated to Android 12 with One UI 4.0. But make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video, because I'm going to be talking about the cameras, the performance, as well as the build quality on these guys. And then I'm going to be talking about the overall battery and everything of that nature. So make sure you guys stay locked in. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for being here. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's just jump into the overall weight of both of these devices. The Note 10 is actually going to be a much lighter device. You could see that the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 does have a little bit of size when it comes to how tall it is. When you compare them, right, you're going to notice the size difference. And then we also get the iris sensor on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, which is pretty crazy because it detects your iris when you're not looking, when you're looking at the device. And you also have a fingerprint sensor around back, which is kind of cool. We also do get a Bixby button on the left. Above that is your volume rocker right here. On this guy right here, you will have the power button right here on the bottom, so you could actually hit the in display, optical image, the optical fingerprint right there. When it comes to the displays, we do have a 6.3-inch display on the Note 10 right here, and then on the Note 10 right here is the 6.3, and then as well as the Note 8, you also do get a 6.3-inch display. They're both going to be Super AMOLED Full HD, but the Note 8 is going to be a WQHD plus display. So if you turn the brightness up, you could kind of peep out how bright both of these get when they're at an angle sitting on a desk, right? So I just wanted to show that so you could see how bright they get. But both have a really nice display. We don't have a punch hole cutout or anything like that on the Note 8. It's just all display, but you will get a little bit of a chin as well as a little bit of a forehead on here. So I just wanted to throw that out there. You get curved edges on both of these guys. You can see the curved edges go around both of the displays, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. But I did notice that they do tend to scratch a little bit more than regular displays, because whenever the rounded corner or edge is laying on a surface, it's like more, I don't know, for some reason it just pops out more. It's IP68 on both of these things, so they're both going to offer IP68 water resistancy as well, and Corning Gorilla Glass 6 for the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, but for the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, it's going to be Gorilla Glass 5. So I just want to mention that. Let's also do the cameras 1, 2, 3. And the Note 10 was a little bit quicker right there. And now let's just do the phone calls. And it looked like the Note 10 looked a little bit quicker on that one as well. So let's just do the Play Store real quick. 1, 2, 3. And that was the Note 10 as well. So it just seems to be flying through everything. Let me see if I do have auto brightness on here, because the display was getting a little bit not as bright as I wanted it to be. And then let's just do Instagram 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so that time it was the Note 8. So that was definitely pretty cool that I like doing that test, because it shows some of the performance that these phones still have. But obviously both devices will have the pen feature. When you pull them out of the phone, you will get software on both of these guys, and it'll show the software on both of these devices. So you will get Create Note, View All Notes, Smart Select, Screen Write, Live Message, Translate. And then this one has AR Doodle as well, but you can also add your own apps to this guy. So I definitely like the fact that they do offer those features on both of these phones, because if you just want to take a note or anything of that sort, you could definitely pull out the pen and just take a quick note. And try that again. Samsung Let's see if this one writes on this one. Oh snap, it works. Note 10. So you could pretty much use both pens. I'm sure they're not the same exact size, but they do. Just keep in mind that the Note 10 will have the Bluetooth features, whereas the Note 8 won't have the Bluetooth features. But this one says December security patch level December 1st, 2020. And on my Samsung Galaxy Note 10, it's actually on January 2022. We're getting a 3,500 milliamp hour battery on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, which is going to be a little bit bigger than the Samsung Galaxy Note 8's 3,000, 3,300 milliamp hour battery. So it's just going to be slightly better on the Note 10, which is going to have a slightly better battery life. Well, based on some of the specs, but obviously the Note 8 will be pushing slightly more pixels when it comes to the density of the display and the overall saturation. You're going to be able to get some really nice colors out of both of these guys. They both have really good screens and everything of that nature. Now, as far as the cameras, we do have a 12 megapixel around back on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 right here, and then on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 around back we have the 12.2 and the 12 as well, with the front-facing camera at 8 megapixels. And on the Note 8, we're going to get the 12 megapixel around back with the 13 megapixel and the 16 megapixel for the wide angle, and the telephoto is the 13. And then we're getting a 12 megapixel front-facing camera. So let's just see which phone's fingerprint is a little bit more faster in your opinion. But this one does have that iris sensor, whereas this one has the normal facial recognition feature, which is not your iris. So it's a little bit more accurate with the iris sensor. But let's just test out the fingerprint sensors. 1, 2, 3. It's almost the same time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So pretty much almost the same exact time when it comes to the fingerprint sensors. Now on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, we actually do have a pretty decent processing chip on here, because it's going to be giving you 64 gigabytes of internal storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, powered by the Adreno 540 from Qualcomm and the Snapdragon 835 on here. Now, even though this is a 4-year-old phone, it still has a lot of good features, because it's going to have the Qualcomm Snapdragon, which is probably one of the better processing chips that was made around this time. You can run smooth and extreme on the graphics situation right here, because you can see that it has extremely good frequency. When it comes to the smoothness of the display, it just looks buttery smooth on this large display. So I just want to throw that out there. You won't get dual speakers on this guy, and so it's kind of weird, because you might cover this up if you're not using Bluetooth or something like that, but you can get first blood. You definitely can get kills on here. So it does feel like a brand new smartphone, like better than most budget smartphones are on this. It's a little bit hard to talk and play at the same time, but just feels really solid in the hand. Overall feel and overall speed on here just feels really solid on here. Now, it's pretty crazy that the Note 8 still performs that well, because it was originally released with the Nougat 7.1, which is pretty crazy. But now that thing is running on, it says Android 9 on this guy. So let's just feels really clean on here, because we actually do have a Snapdragon 855 on this guy, 8 gigabytes, well 12 gigabytes on this model. But depending on which model you get, you will get the large amount of storage, 12 gigabytes of RAM on this thing. Just feels really solid. It has really good frame, no 90 hertz refresh rate on here, but It still feels really quick and responsive and stuff like that. Let's first take a picture of this guy right here and show you the photos side by side. On the Note 8 and the Note 10 on the left, they look really similar. Pretty good camera on both of these guys. So let's do a picture with my face and flip it around. So, really good detail on the Note 10 now that you can see the light on there, and really good details on the Note 8 as well. When you zoom all the way in, you can see my skin pores and stuff like that. So really good cameras on the front and rear. Let me know what you guys think about both of these devices in the comment section down below, and I truly appreciate you for coming through, and I'll get right back with you. I'll check you guys later, and I'll show up in the comment section. But later, crew. Peace.